right, let's get into the news, and we'll start with what we've already been talking about, the premiere of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the limited series coming to Disney Plus, has been pushed back 2 days. 2 whole days, can you believe it, to May 27th. StarWars.com posted, "We'll soon say hello there to Obi-Wan Kenobi a little later than expected, but with a surprise bonus. Ewan McGregor, star of the Disney Plus limited series as the titular Jedi Master, announced today that Obi-Wan Kenobi will now premiere on Friday, May 27th. Instead of just one episode, however, fans will be treated to the first 2 installments at launch." It's launch, not lunch, as I first read it and thought we were getting a noon release. I was very confused for a moment. With subsequent episodes debuting each Wednesday. I'm sure most people at this point have all seen the video that Ewan did on YouTube where he talks about it. Disappointingly, he begins the video by saying, "Hello, Star Wars fans." Did not say, "Hello there, Star Wars fans."
Come on. Star Wars is ruined. How dare you, Ewan?
Who wrote that copy?
Yeah. I suspect he's got one like really good hello there in the chamber, and he's saving it. He's saving it for May 25th, 26th, 27th, or 28th. Maybe even the 29th. Whenever he takes the stage at Celebration.
Yeah.
I suspect we'll get a hello there. Or maybe not. Who knows? He's Ewan. He's cool. He doesn't have to do anything if he doesn't want to. But yeah, this is an interesting choice. I think Joshua in our live chat had a good comment. Spin Zone episode 2 is coming out 5 days sooner, which from a certain point of view, that's a nice way of looking at it. It's not a delay.
It's true.
It's just. Well, it is a delay, but it's also a speeding up of getting to the second episode. Like we said off the top, don't have a problem with it. Like it was nice to have the anniversary, but I think it's weird. I just think it's odd. I don't understand it. Do either of you have a theory as to what's going on here?
My only theory is that it's related to the press they're doing in conjunction with Star Wars Celebration. That's the only thing I have, because the 25th, I believe, is that's the day before Star Wars Celebration.
The right? Wednesday, yeah.
The Wednesday. So there's going to be all the stuff that's going to be happening with the press junkets there and the panels there, and everything is going to start on the 26th and then run through the 27th, 28th, and 29th, like you said. So what I think is they want to take advantage of the fact that they're probably going to have a lot of people at Celebration that are involved in the project by using that as press to promote the project. So, I mean, it's also, I think, potentially to give, Star Wars fans a chance to experience watching it together, obviously. Like with the thing dropping in the middle of Star Wars Celebration, there's no way they're not showing that thing at Star Wars Celebration for everybody to watch. Sure. There's no way. Now, I don't know if they would be so nice as to let us watch it a little bit early and then just tell everybody about it. Maybe.
I'm wondering that. I hadn't considered this idea of folding in the press junket in with Celebration.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen some people say, "Oh, they're doing it so it'll line up with Celebration." I was like, I don't. Celebration's a big event, 60,000 people, but they're expecting tens of millions of people to watch this.
Yeah.
And I don't think you rejig your plans for 10 million people to better serve 60,000.
Yeah.
But if you can sort of double dip on the promotional side of it and just say, all right, well, we'll get everybody who's, get all those reporters who are coming down to cover Celebration anyways, we'll get them to come on out and cover this as well, then it makes sense. And maybe, they haven't they haven't done haven't announced any sort of like red carpet premiere of Obi-Wan. Maybe that's something else that could be folded into Celebration.
Wow.
Perhaps even as kind of the unofficial kickoff of Celebration, make that take place on the 25th.
Yeah.
and do the red carpet premiere, and do some kind of lottery for people attending Celebration to win tickets to get into that, and maybe we'll have something cool. Maybe something big will happen. It'll be a good time.
How sometimes you see those trailers for movies where it's interviewing people coming out of watching the movie and them being like, oh, that was amazing, and it's like audiences love Infinity War, like that type of thing. Like I'm imagining them working in some type of promotion like that, where they have people at Celebration watch it, and then they use the reactions of us watching it and talking about watching it to then promote the series to the other 10 million people.
They'll have a camera on the audience while the episodes are playing for the first time. And you can bet that next week on Star Wars YouTube, we'll see a new Kenobi TV spot, and it'll be the audiences are loving it. And there'll be shots of everybody going, oh my God, can you believe it? The thing happened, and it was there, and it was amazing, and I cried for 12 hours afterwards, because everybody always says they cry for 12 hours after they see something Star Wars.
Here's a good that's Gary, right, guys?
Gary, yeah.
Gary. Love to see you in here. And perhaps this is also to separate out the hype for Miss Marvel versus Kenobi as well.
But then they'll be running at the same time though, because Kenobi it premieres on the Friday.
Yeah,
but then goes back to Wednesdays after that. So
I meant for the premiere, just give them
the
entire show. Yeah.
Which just selfishly, I'm glad they're keeping the Wednesday schedule, because that's easier for us.
That is.
Nice for us. When I saw that they were going back to Friday, I'm like, oh boy, we're gonna be doing 2 shows a week again. Not that was a bad thing, just it was more work.
Yeah, that's a lot. It is bewildering, because you're like, okay, let's say, for example, let's say hypothetically that they did this for Celebration, which it seems likely they did. I just dropped my Lego thing. Never mind. Just ignore that.
It didn't break though. It just was a thump. It wasn't a smash.
It broke into several pieces. I'll fix that later.
It didn't sound like Ned dropping the Death Star in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was bad. It's like hypothetically, okay, they did this for Celebration. Celebration's been on the cards for a long time. I know, like, everything happening in the world, it's hard to like plan things, but like it seems like they would have had this idea because they just announced the premiere date a few weeks ago. It hasn't been that long. It's where they would announce it and then immediately change it. That said, applause to them for like being willing to change things for the better. Not say, oh, by the way, it's canceled. It's not coming out. Because
there's still time. There's still time.
Don't you dare, okay?
No.
Don't even put it out there, okay? Because the internet, if something happens now, you realize the internet's coming after you, okay? All the millions of Obi-Wan Kenobi fans, the prequel fans, are going to kill you.
Yeah. Well, what? Bring it on. Bring it on. No. Yeah, the one nice thing, the thing that's nice about the show dropping on Disney Plus is that they can very easily change these things around, right? Like they don't have commitments to movie theaters who want to put up posters and sell popcorn and all that stuff. If they decide, you know what, we want to put it out on the 27th instead of the 25th, they can do that. And then if they decide tomorrow, you know what, not feeling the 27th anymore, just not vibing with it, well, let's put it out on the 28th. I like that better. Like they can do that too. Like there's nothing stopping them. They could just slowly, incrementally move the release date back until like we're sitting here in October going, geez, it's supposed to premiere tomorrow, but I don't know if it will.
We've decided to make this a public broadcasting mini-series, so that means you're getting one episode every day for the next 6 days.
But with it, there'll be commercial breaks where people ask you to telephone in and make a donation to raise money to help out the struggling Disney Plus. It's not struggling, but
Brought to you by viewers like you.
Thank you.
And the Kathleen Kennedy Foundation.
So that's the big story. That's the news. Friday, May 27th. That's the release of episodes 1 and 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the limited Disney Plus series. Although if it's successful enough, maybe it won't be so limited. Maybe they'll extend that limit out from 6 episodes to
Like they extended Darth
More than
Maul's
six.
life.
It's funny. It's funny. This it kind of bummed me out when I first heard they're dropping both episodes because there's not that many episodes to begin with, and they're dropping both of them in the same week. And I'm like, I would prefer like one a week and just kind of spread it out a little bit. But at the same time, we are essentially getting an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie 1 week, and we're gonna get it at Celebration.
Yeah. And by the
It'll
way,
feel like that.
if you're going to Celebration, you have to watch the episodes. You can't show up the next day and be walking around the show floor going, "No spoilers, no spoilers." Nobody tell me.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble at that point.